Coming up on UT 10 News, first comes snow, then comes rain. We'll look into flooding on campus.
Plus, Darius Copeland has highlights from the Sunday doubleheader of Rocket basketball. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gina Todd.
And I'm Samantha Muirhead.
The recent warm weather has caused some flooding on main campus.
Reporter Andy Heilman is live in the newsroom. Andy, what happened?
Well, Sam, Toledo received almost 2 inches of rain, and with all the melting snow, several buildings flooded. Last Thursday, the University of Toledo reported flooding that caused Delta in McComas Village and Carter Hall to have an unwanted resident leak their way through the building. The east wing of Carter Hall had nearly 4 inches of water laying in areas on the ground floor and took cleanup crews the whole weekend to soak up.
Like, the ceilings and the staircases are really bad. The whole staircase was like flooded, and the ceilings were dripping water, and the first floor was completely flooded. It was terrible.
Carter Hall suffered the worst of the damage. Luckily, the east wing has all tile floors. However, it'll take a while to replace the floorboards. I'm Andy Heilman, live from the UT 10 newsroom.
Thanks, Andy. Over the semester, UT has had several reported gas leaks. Reporter Cody Wright looked into what could be causing these alarms.
3 buildings all across campus have been evacuated since January in response to gas alarms. These buildings have included the Research and Technology Complex, which had a faulty sensor, the Bominati Labs, where a Bunsen burner had been left on, and the Law Center, which had issues with the buried gas lines.
I didn't really think anything of it, but noticed that we could smell something, kind of like a natural gas smell. And then all of a sudden, like, this big alert came on.
UT is thoroughly investigating every one.
Frost in the ground, there's going to be a lot of problems this spring. So pipes breaking, things like that once the ground freezes. So that could be part of the problem. There's not a lot you can do about that.
Even though the gas alarms have all happened in a short time, they do not appear to be related. I'm Cody Wright for UT 10 News.
The Larimer Athletic Complex is undergoing a $5 million renovation. Reporter Nadine Almouche looked into the upgrade for the Rockets.
The renovation started on February 1st. $3 million has been raised from private donations, and funds are still being collected for the remaining amount. The Larimer Complex was built in 1990, which is one of the main reasons for the renovations.
Overall, athletic programs have grown considerably since that time.
10,000 square feet is being added to this facility. One of the main projects involve increasing the size and modernizing the academic center. Other renovations include enlarging the weight room and redoing the locker room area.
For the coach's perspective, it helps recruiting. For us, it'll be nice because we have some new equipment and new gear in there and a bigger weight room, which is always nice.
The construction is expected to be completed before the football season begins in August. I'm Nadine Armouche for UT 10 News.
The College of Engineering celebrated Engineers Week from February 17th through the 21st. 19 events were held at Nitschke Hall, including a guest speaker from a Fortune 500 company. This week is observed all over the U.S. and was created by the National Society of Professional Engineers.
If you look at the Professional Engineers Creed, that doesn't talk about engineers making phenomenal machines. It talks about engineers improving the quality of life.
Over 3,500 students had the chance to take part in engineering contests, work with the community, and create Rube Goldberg machines.
The UT Juried Student Exhibition of 2014 is underway at the Center for the Visual Arts. 61 pieces out of 131 submissions were selected for display in the main gallery. The show includes media ranging from sculptures to screen prints to graphite drawings. 11 students won awards for their artwork, some of which included cash prizes.
Pretty much everything was amazing, and so it wasn't a question of pulling things out that I didn't like, it was a question of pulling things out that didn't relate to other things.
Catherine Leonard won first prize for a screen print called Bad Gin. An MTV celebrity hosted the 45th Black Student Union Fashion Show on Friday. Reporter Guyton Matthews checked out the event.
The fashion show originally began in 1969 as a scholarship dinner. This year's show was the biggest yet, with over 500 people in attendance and for the first time a celebrity host. Emmanuel Hudson from MTV's show Wild 'N Out was the host, where UT students showed off their talents in modeling and fashion design.
Anything that's old, used from thrift stores, they make that into different clothes and everything that you'll see on the runway. So I think it's awesome.
The initial goal of the show is to give away 2 $1,000 scholarships, but this year 4 scholarships were given away to UT students.
For that person to take that scholarship and say, I can come back to University of Toledo next year because I got this $1,000 scholarship, it's a dream come true.
The Black Student Union hopes to expand the show even more next year. I'm Guy Matthews IV for UT 10 News.
There are 3 different residential housing developments going up around UT. Reporter Natasha Gordon was at the latest one on the corner of Bancroft and Westwood.
Local real estate companies plan to open new housing near campus. Cleveland company Polaris Real Estate Equities will remove these 3 buildings as well as an apartment complex to build a $27 million housing unit. The development, with 480 bedrooms, will be located at the corner of Westwood and Bancroft. Although UT is not involved in the project, it should be beneficial to campus.
You're going to see an increase in foot traffic, bicycle traffic, and other alternative modes of transportation. And that's really what people want to experience and feel when they come to a major university campus.
Construction of the residential housing is expected to be finished during the 2016 summer semester. I'm Natasha Gordon for UT 10 News.
I'm Darius Copeland, and this is your UT 10 Sports. It was a huge weekend for the Rockets basketball with a doubleheader in Savage on Sunday. But first, the university's Varsity-T Hall of Fame inducted their class on 2014 on Saturday night at Savage Arena. 6 former Rockets were inducted into the hall. This year's class features athletes from 4 different sports, including football, basketball, tennis, and diving. The inductees are all former MAC champions and all conference honorees that were athletes for UT between the years of 1969 and 2008.
To be recognized, I'm thankful for it, it's a blessing.
Then on Sunday, Savage Arena was back in basketball mode for men's and women's doubleheader. The women kicked off the hardcourt action looking to extend their 5-game winning streak at home against Western Michigan. Toledo started out strong when Emma Stanaganner found Crunchy Jones easily, where she went hard in the paint, taking a bump and finishing for the 3-point play. Western Michigan's Alex Morton was straight tripping, resulting in an open jumper from Janelle Reed-Lewis, solidifying the Rockets' early lead. That was short-lived. The remainder of the half was a dogfight, but the Broncos ended with a slight lead of 36-32. In the second half, the Rockets would go on to shoot a mere 22% from the field, while the Broncos were lights out, making half of their attempts. The Rockets kept the score close despite the misses and found themselves down 59-60 in the final seconds. But poor shooting would come back to haunt them. Emma Capitoso had a good look, but failed to finish, giving the Broncos a 60-59 victory over the Rockets.
Our kids are trying. I can't fault them from trying to make shots. They're not out there just launching to miss, but we've got to find a solution for that.
With the Broncos upsetting UT women, the men looked to steamroll Ball State in the second game of the night. The Rockets came out fast looking for quick points when J.D. Witherspoon looked to ignite the crowd early with a dunk over Ball State's Bo Calhoun. The Cardinals will soon respond with daggers from shooter J.C. Berry in transition and in second chance points, but it would not be enough. The Rockets were on fire in the first half, shooting over 60% from the field, giving them a 9-point lead at the half. Witherspoon looked to carry the momentum from the first half with some big plays on defense, topping it off with a nasty putback slam and to give his team a 54-52 lead. The Rockets fed off his energy and continued shooting the ball effectively from all angles in the second half. Guard Juice Brown led the team with 20 points and gave the Rockets a convincing victory, 85-74 over Ball State.
I think our chemistry and our togetherness is there. I think our defense has consistently gotten better. What hasn't been good lately is our offense. Thanks, Darius.
That's it for UT 10 News. For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT 10 reporters, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscasts on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all of your campus news whenever you want. For Samantha Muirhead, Darius Copeland, and all of our crew, I'm Gina Todd. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.